Hi guys, and welcome back to the FPL Duo. This is the team selection video for Matchday 6, which is the semi-finals of the World Cup. A lot to discuss in regards to our teams. We're going to show you how we're lining up for Matchday 6. World Cup's coming to an end. We know tomorrow is the semi-finals and then Wednesday as well. So we've got two semi-finals, Croatia v Argentina, and then on Wednesday we've got Morocco v France. So yeah, how you doing, Jordan? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good. Semi-finals are just around the corner, and I do think there's going to be one more shock in this World Cup before we obviously find out who's in the finals of this World Cup.
Yeah, hopefully there's a shock anyway. Maybe in that France game I'm hoping for, but we'll see. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. If you guys are watching it back on a playback, if you've joined us on the stream, please do drop a like as always. And yeah, team selection, match day 6, semi-finals. Let's go. Let's get into it. I'm going to bring up my team first. So yeah, as you guys can see, I'm not going to discuss match day 5 too much because we did do a knee-jerk stream on the last video. But this is what my team currently looks like. With no transfers. So this is after match day 5. So I'm just going to go through with what I have. So I've got Martinez in goal, who does have Croatia. So I think he's going to stay for me. He's got a nice fixture. Yeah, hopefully he can get me a clean sheet in that game, but we'll see. I've got a back three of Guerrero, who's knocked out. I got Hernandez, who's got Morocco. I like the French. I think France probably have the best fixture on paper against Morocco, but as you've seen with the surprises so far in this World Cup, you never quite know. Maybe Morocco can get something, but yeah, Hernandez should be getting a clean sheet for me there. Otamendi to complete the back line. He's got Croatia, another decent fixture for him. I don't think it'll be an easy game, don't get me wrong, but we expect Argentina probably to go to the final now. But yeah, that is my back three, including the goalie. Now, my midfield, a lot of them have been knocked out. So I've got Paqueta, who is now out the competition. Brazil are out. Same with Fernandez, knocked out to Morocco. Saka, we know, is also knocked out the competition. And then Rabiot, I've got who has Morocco. So I want to keep Rabiot. He's got a fixture and he's got Morocco. And I think he's one I'm going to hold on to. Moving on up top, I've got Messi, who's got a game against Croatia. I think that's a nice fixture for him as well. Can he reach his second World Cup final? Can he win his first World Cup? We'll have to wait and see. But I'm confident for Messi. He's having a great tournament so far, and I expect him to carry on. Mbappe also is my, or he was my captain of matchday 5. So yeah, he's got Morocco, we know, in the semi-finals. Mbappe was a bit quiet against England, but I think against Morocco, you know, we can't rule Mbappe out. He had one quiet game, but we know the type of player he is. He's got quality all through him, all throughout the French team, as well as Mbappe. So yeah, they are heavy favorites, don't get me wrong, against Morocco, but we'll have to see. But yeah, Mbappe is going to stay. And I've also got Richarlison, who is also knocked out the competition, as Brazil did lose on penalties to Croatia. So I've got 0.5 million in the bank and 5 transfers, which I will be making now. As you can see by the team bench also, so a few more players I have that are also knocked out. So I've got Alisson, Marquinhos for Brazil, Bergwijn and Shaw, who also are eliminated. So all in all, as you guys can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players that do have a fixture. So luckily for me, I've got 5 transfers, so I can get out exactly 11 playing players with my 5 transfers. So in that sense, so what I'll be doing is I'll be removing Guerrero, Paqueta, Fernandez, Saka, and Richarlison. So let me show you guys what my current thinking is in terms of transfers. So let's take those players out. So yeah, as you guys can see, with the new graphics, thank you to Jordan for working tirelessly on the graphics. I hope you guys do enjoy it. Guerrero is getting transferred out. Paqueta is also getting transferred out, as I've said. Fernandez has to go, obviously. Richarlison as well. And Saka, of course. So those are the 5 players on the chopping block. And the 5 coming in for those players are Hakimi, who will be coming in for me, and he has a fixture against France. Now, obviously, I've spoke about France, and I feel like France are probably favourites for that game. I'm not expecting a Morocco clean sheet, but I want a Moroccan defender anyway, just in case Morocco do reach the final. I know we may be disrespecting Morocco throughout the run, but I want a Hakimi, and you never know. Maybe they can go to penalties 0-0. We've seen it before. They took Spain to penalties, didn't they? So you never know. So yeah, Hakimi is in there because I like him as an attacking threat as well. And yeah, he's up against Mbappe, so we'll see. So hopefully he can do the job. And I'd love Morocco in the final, if I'm honest. Also, I've brought in Chouameni, who did score against England, that lovely long-range strike from 20, 25 yards. He's coming to my team just because I wanted another French player. And same with Brazil, there's not really any midfield options. So Rabiot, Chouameni are the only ones that really start. So Chouameni's coming to my team. I know he's a bit defensive. He doesn't really get many goals, but hey ho, you never know. Again, he might get something in the semi-finals against Morocco, or even if in the finals if they do go through. Di Maria is coming into my team as well. Now, Di Maria was on the bench, I believe, in the last fixture, but according to rumors, he should start. So I'm hoping he does play against Croatia. I feel like Argentina really, really need him, and he's a big player for them. And without Di Maria, Argentina don't look the same for me anyway. So I think Di Maria, if he starts 100%, I think I'm going to bring him in. And he's got Croatia, another good fixture. And we do expect Argentina to go through. But as Jordan said, he might, I don't know, Jordan, if it's this game you're on about, there might be an upset.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Di Maria's coming in. I've also got Perisic, who does play Di Maria, obviously, in the semi-finals. I wanted a Croatian player in there because, as you guys can see, I don't have any. So I thought, just in case Croatia do go through, and I wouldn't be surprised. We've seen mad things in this World Cup. Perisic, why not? He's playing left wing. He has attacking threat, and I wanted some Croatian cover. Rabiot, I've spoke about him. He stays in my team from the previous match day. He's got Morocco, which I think is another fixture that we expect France to do well in. Up front, I've spoke already about Messi and Mbappe. They stay in my team, but the new player I'm looking to bring in is Julian Alvarez against Croatia. Now, this could have been Giroud, so I'm not 100% sure on Alvarez yet. I could switch it last minute to Giroud. You'll have to tune into my deadline stream tomorrow at 6 p.m. to see if I go Alvarez or Giroud. But currently, I am leaning towards slightly going with Alvarez, who's got a fixture against Croatia. We expect him to start. I'd argue he's probably, top 3 Argentina players right now. Messi, looking at Enzo, and maybe Alvarez is up there. I think for his young age, a lot of responsibility on his shoulders as well with starting up front for Argentina. He looks like a brilliant player. I think he's got a big career ahead of him. But yeah, he's one that I want him in my team, and I think he has the potential. I think if he has a good tournament, I think he's key to potentially Argentina winning it. I think he's that good. But yeah, so that is the team, guys. I've used my 5 free transfers, and as you can see by the bank, I've got 3.5 million left still. So I got a ton of money in the bank. I could change Alvarez to Giroud or whoever I want. But yeah, that is the moves I'm making. Let me know what you guys think of my transfers in the comments below. Also, I will be going as Mbappe as my captain. Obviously, I think they play first, don't they? Oh, no, sorry.
No, they play Wednesday.
Yeah, sorry. I'll leave my captain as Messi against Croatia. If Messi doesn't do anything, I'll switch it over to Mbappe on the second day on Wednesday. So Messi is my captain, but it will switch to Mbappe if Messi blanks or gets maybe 1 goal or so, or an assist or something like that. So that's the team, guys, for match day 6, the semi-finals. Yeah, drop your comments as well. Let me know what you think. And also, guys, if you are joining in now, please do drop a like and also, hit that subscribe button. It always helps us out. I'm going to read a few more comments out, Jordan, then we'll move on to your team.
Okay.
Never give up FPL. Got 10 players. Don't think it's worth a -3 for the last spot. Yeah, if it's a goalie or a defender, maybe not. I'll probably agree with you there. Shout out to FPL Chester. Welcome to the stream. Elliot's here as well. Thank you for joining. Got 5 players only, taking a -6. Oh, 5 is a bit. I'll say that's a bit less. Yeah, I'd want at least 7 or 8, I think. But I mean, it matters about what players you have actually, rather than if it's just a player that's gonna like a fodder that's gonna be defenders etc. Then maybe not. If you've got the main players, Mbappe, Messi, maybe you can get away with it. Combe says Mbappe v Hakimi rubbing hands together. Yeah, I mean the teammates at PSG, so we'll have to see. It's going to be a big matchup between Mbappe and Hakimi. I know Walker obviously did well against Mbappe last game, but Morocco, they've defended very well, as I've said, only conceded 1 goal the whole tournament, and that was an own goal. So Morocco should be confident, obviously wary of the France's threat, but they should also feel like they deserve to be here, definitely. And never give up FPL. Good job on the graphics, Jordan. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, brilliant. Hope you guys are enjoying the new graphics. If you are, do drop a like for us if you can. But yeah, anyway, Jordan, that's my team for the semi-finals, match day 6. 5 transfers out the way. Let's bring up your team and just talk us through what you're doing.
Okay. Well, it's not looking much better than than obviously the people eliminated, but hey ho. I'll start off with Noppert, the Netherlands goalkeeper. Obviously, Netherlands have been knocked out against Argentina, so he is not going to play. So we'll move on to the back 3. We've got Hernandez, who's got Morocco. He did have a bad game last match day for Rio Hernandez, but maybe it's a bit better for Morocco. I mean, who knows what's going to happen in that fixture? Definitely Morocco are going to play their defensive tactic, as it has worked against teams like Spain, for example. And I think for an opponent like France, they're obviously going to work that same tactic as it seems to be working for them. So
yeah,
I do expect maybe France keep a clean sheet in that if Morocco can take it to penalties and make it a 0-0, which I think that's what they'll be playing for in that game, because obviously the opposition France are quite dangerous, as we've seen in this World Cup, especially with their key player Mbappe behind the ball. So I do think their defense is going to be their sort of attacking sort of prowess in that game, but we'll have to see what happens. Moving on to the next defender, we have Otamendi, who has Croatia. Again, last week he didn't do that well. I think he was on negative points, but he does have Croatia, which is again another fixture which may prove a shock, depending on how it goes. But Otamendi is an attacking defender, so there is a probable chance that he may get something if there is to be goals in that game. He did assist one of Messi's goals in this World Cup prior to obviously this match day, and he's not one of the players that's eliminated as well. So I'm kind of glad that Otamendi's there, because of obviously when we move on to the midfield, it's non-existing. So it's just nice to have a little bit of defense in terms of that as well, and attack for Otamendi. Last defender we got is Luke Shaw. Obviously England got eliminated by France, so he won't be playing. Moving on to the midfield, pretty much everyone is eliminated. Paqueta for Brazil, Fernandes for Portugal, Bellingham and Saka for England. So obviously they will be priority transfers for my match day 6 team. Moving on to the front 3, we got Messi, who's got Croatia. I think this is I'll keep this short because obviously we all have Messi in our teams and we all expect him to reach the finals. It will be a giant feat in his career, especially for his last World Cup as well, to reach the final and to even win the World Cup, as it would end his legacy on a high in terms of that. And with Croatia, there's always the chance Messi can score. I mean, he's done it many times so far in this World Cup, getting a goal and an assist from his quarterfinal match. So there is high hopes that Messi can obviously get something against Croatia. I mean, Argentina have been, I'll say Messi has been the best player in Argentina. Without Messi, I don't think they would have reached this stage, if I'm honest. I know the team's behind Messi, but they do have to try a little bit harder in terms of the chances Messi provides for the team as well, because all in all, the whole team is a unit, and the whole unit needs to work together to obviously be successful. So hopefully, in that Croatia game, Argentina can step up to Messi's sort of caliber and obviously do well and perform. Moving on to Mbappe, who's currently got the captaincy over him. That will obviously change. He has Morocco. It's going to be interesting to see if Morocco can stop Mbappe like England did against, obviously, with Kyle Walker, Henderson, and whatnot, trying to stop Mbappe, which did work. For Morocco, on the other hand, I can see potential that it could work. He will be the main person they'll be looking out for, obviously, as they've been doing their research and homework over Mbappe. And it will be hard for, obviously, for Mbappe to get through that Moroccan defence, as it has been quite solid this whole World Cup. So there's all in all hype that they can stop Mbappe and maybe not get any goals in terms of France, but we'll have to see
Yeah,
how that game goes, because it will be an interesting watch to see if they can stop Mbappe. Moving on to the last player, obviously is Richarlison, the Brazilian forward. He is knocked out as well from a shocking elimination. So that's basically my starting 11. Obviously, my team bench, everyone is eliminated on that as well. So there's no need to go into detail over that. So I'll just move on to the transfers. So obviously, we've got 5 transfers in match day 6. And this does cause an issue because I can't function a starting 11 without taking a hit. So I've had time to think about this, and I think I'm only going to do 5 transfers. Despite not having a full starting 11, I don't think it's worth taking hits personally, just because of the low scoring match day that we did see in the quarterfinals. Just shows that the semi-finals probably isn't going to be any more better than that in terms of point wise. So if I do take like I say, a -6, for example, to function a starting 11, it may just do worse than having
yeah.
a starting 9, let's say. So moving on to the transfers I'm thinking of making, I'll just skip to the next slide and show you. This is going to be pretty obvious, but it is the sort of the attacking side of the team. So the whole of the midfield will be transferred out: Paqueta, Fernandez, Bellingham, and Saka. And the one up front, Richarlison, as the 5 transfer outs. So all those players you see now are going to disappear. And the players that I'm going to bring in for them are, so starting off with the first one, we've got Rabiot, the France midfielder who's got Morocco. There isn't many options, obviously, from just 4 countries left in this World Cup. In terms of midfielders, there isn't many options to go for. And I'll say probably the best one left, I'll say, is Rabiot. He's been pretty good for France. He's had many chances. He's been involved a lot on the ball. Probably not returned many points. I think his only return was in the first match day. But apart from that, he's pretty much blanked. But even though he's had no returns against Morocco, there's always a chance that he can maybe bag an assist or something if France are to score against Morocco and get through their defence. So I do think it's just handy to have Rabiot in the team and to have some France players in your team, obviously, because it is Morocco and we want a bit of both, I'll say, so that we just, no matter what the outcome is, maybe you'll benefit from having Moroccan players or France players like Rabiot. Next player that I've transferred in is Perisic, who's got Argentina. Out of Croatian midfielders, I think Perisic is the obvious one to obviously go for. And if Croatia are to lose that game, or Argentina, there's always the chance that in the playoffs, whatever country gets knocked out will obviously play in the 3rd place playoffs, which will count, whether it's for match day 6 or 7, in terms of added points for the player. So there's always a chance that there may be a double match day if we know for sure when that actually is, because the website tells us 2
Yeah, I
different
think
things.
I think it's going to be match day 7 now, where we get the third place playoff. I think it says that in the rules, so
Uh,
we'll take it as a match day 7 thing for now.
Then yeah, that would be a match day 7 scenario then in that case. But yeah, Perisic has been a great asset, obviously, to Croatia, one of their best players in this World Cup for the country, and obviously we've seen him in the Premier League
Mhm.
in Tottenham.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah, he is.
I was gonna say, talk to me about the double Morocco attack you've gone for with Boufal and Ziyech. What's the thinking behind that?
The thinking behind that is, I know Morocco are going to play defensively in that, obviously that game probably against France, but I'll say their defense is their best attack because obviously they can counter attack really well, as we've seen against countries, and most of the time it's been unfortunate for them to not actually equalize on their counter attacks. But just in the case, because we have seen France being sloppy, as we did in that England game, obviously giving away penalties, for example, free kicks for England, and probably France will see Morocco as a threat as well, and Morocco will see the weaknesses in that
Yeah,
defense
to
in
counter
terms of
attack.
to actually counter attack against France. They won't be afraid to do it, obviously. And Buffal and Ziyech, I think, are good assets to have in terms of if Morocco do a counter attack in that game. Either one of them could potentially score or assist the other. And I think it'd just be handy to just bring in Moroccan players, like attacking players from Morocco, because defensively, I've thought about it, but due to the amount of transfers we have, I think I'm just going to go with attacking options for Moroccan, for Moroccan players like Ziyech and Buffal.
Okay.
So the final transfer, and that's the only transfer that's up front, is Alvarez, the Argentinian forward. The reasoning behind this is I imagine Croatia are really going to be hard on, obviously, Messi. It's going to be difficult for Messi to actually attack in terms of how many people will be on him, such as defensively. There might be obviously more than one man watching him. So thinking of that logic, I decided to bring in Alvarez just because he may be not looked at as much as Messi will be in that game. So there is maybe the odd chance that Alvarez can get something from that Croatian game, as he will be the less likely target to go for, because the focus will be mostly on Messi, as the obviously why that is.
Mhm.
So I have brought in Alvarez as my third attacking slot, just in case he can get something. He hasn't really got much from this World Cup apart from got one goal, I think, from a mistake from a goalkeeper. But there's always the odd chance that he can get something against Croatia, and obviously I'm going double Argentina attack, which
Yeah.
seems pretty bold. But I have focused more on the attacking side of countries to go for instead of the defensive side of things. So that is why I've gone with Alvarez, and that's pretty much all my transfers. That's 5 of them. So I have 0
Yeah.
transfers left. 6.5 million in the bank, so there's a lot of money there still that I could have potentially used if I had more transfers, but unfortunately not. And this
No
is a
hits.
starting. Sorry.
You're not planning on taking a hit because I only see you've got 9 players. Of course, you
Yeah.
tempted with a hit, or you happy to go with just the 9 players?
I think I'd be happy just to go with the 9 players. I think taking hits will be kind of pointless. I think the hits won't make up in terms of what players return in points wise, because especially for defenders and goalkeepers, I don't expect clean sheets really. Maybe from Morocco, but other than that, I don't see clean sheets from the Croatian Argentinian game. So I am going to go without a goalkeeper and 1 defender. So I am functioning a starting 9 instead of 11.
Okay.
As obviously my team bench is all eliminated too, so I don't have any subs there. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going forward with in match day 6.
Okay, thank you for that. I'm going to read a few comments out now. FPL Chester, -3 for 9 players. or -6 for 10, meaning Lloris comes in. I have top 1k rank, so extremely skeptical. I wouldn't get Lloris in for a -3. I probably wouldn't do that. I don't think. What would you say to this one, Jordan? Would you take a -3 for 9 players, or a -6 for 10? I'd probably take the -3 if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think the minimal I would say is a -3. I would take for 9 players. I don't think it's necessary to have 10 or 11 if you have, obviously, in your situation, Chester 8 players. I think 9 is enough. I think not everyone's going to have a starting 11 because a lot of people did have Brazil, and obviously they're eliminated. So that did take out a lot of people's players in the starting 11. So yeah, I think a -3 I'll say is minimal for bringing someone in.
Yeah, I think you can probably get away with it. -3 sounds fine. Obviously, I'm fortunate that I do have managed to get 11 out without taking a hit. But yeah, with your rank, what top 1k, maybe you don't want to take too much hits. Colm says, have you used all your chips, boosts? I've saved my power captain for Matchday 7 with the 3rd, 4th place playoff in mind. The lineups will be known and the game usually is higher scoring than the final. Well, I actually haven't used all my chips. I also have my power captain left. And I also plan to use that in Matchday 7 as well, with the 3rd, 4th place in mind as well. So yeah, I'm pretty much going with the same strategy as you are. I've got my power captain saved for Matchday 7. What about you, Jordan?
I've used all my chips in this World Cup. I have no more left. Unfortunately, I could have hoped for hanging on to my wild card now, thinking about it, instead of using it in Matchday 2.
Yeah. I've used all my wild card. I've used my what was the other one? Wild card, 12th man. So those two I've used, but yeah, I've got the power captain left. True, I'll take the -3 for a punt on a Morocco clean sheet by having Hakimi. Yeah, that sounds pretty sensible, I'd say. But yeah, that is it from us, guys, in terms of our team selection. So as you can see on the screen, that is Jordan's team for Matchday 6, which is the World Cup semi-finals. I'm going to quickly bring up my team. Bear with me for a sec, guys. So this is my team, for those that are just joined in. So Martinez, Hakimi, Hernandez, Otamendi, Tchouaméni, Di Maria, Perisic, Rabiot, Messi, Mbappe, Alvarez up front. So yeah, this has been the team selection video for Matchday 6. If you have enjoyed, as always, please do drop a like on the video, and please also subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get to 700 subscribers. That is the next target. So, if you can help us get there, that will be lovely. But yeah, we're going to wrap it up, guys. We are back again tomorrow at 6 p.m. for a deadline stream for Matchday 6. So please do join us tomorrow, 6 p.m. UK time, 1 hour before the Argentina game. And yeah, it should be a good one. And then we'll be back again tomorrow, and then again Wednesday after the France game to do a knee-jerk live reaction as well. So if you don't want to miss anything, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out any of our live streams. But yeah, anything else you'd like to add, Jordan, before we do wrap it up?
Obviously, good luck with the choices you make on your selections for your team. Hopefully it all works out for you, depending on how many players you have going forward in the semi-finals. But yeah, and obviously we will see you in the deadline stream for the semi-finals.
Yeah, good luck, guys, in chat. Yeah, thank you for Colm. Appreciate it. FPL Chester, great stream, guys. Need more appreciation for this type of content. Thank you for your comment. We always appreciate your love. Yeah, as long as you enjoy watching, that's all we can ask for. We love making the content for you guys. So yeah, just drop a like, and that's what we ask for, guys. But yeah, thank you, guys. That's it from the FPL Duo. We're back again tomorrow, 6 p.m. for the deadline stream. Take care and have a good one.
Yeah, take care, guys. See you tomorrow.